What's up, people? This is Who That College Edition with your favorite host, Trill Quack. And I know the day is the day, the episode is the episode. Full bracket for Trill Quack, man, your favorite host. But before we get into the bracket, two things we gotta discuss. One, who that Kentucky Wildcats, man. Kentucky, man, is most known as my Mars, my squad. I'm a big Coach Cal fan. And them guys produce great players with great guards. But they haven't won a championship since 2012. And now it's 2023. But they have been producing great NBA players for many years. Players like D Book, SGA, Darren Fox, Jamal Murray, Tyrese Maxey, Tyler Hero. The list goes on. Anthony Davis, John Wall. The list goes on and on. And a lot of those players were one and done. So with Kentucky not winning championship as much, but producing great one and done players, is it safe to say that Kentucky has become a prep school for the NBA? Have Coach Kyle has just become a prep guy to get mostly guards, but some forwards, great players into the NBA? Has he just become a coach that knows how to advise his players and knows how to put his players in position to shine bright on the college level and then ultimately get drafted high and make money, millions of dollars, and become great players in the NBA instead of winning games in college? I believe this year, with this talented Kentucky team, they have to make it to at least the Final Four for that statement to not be true. Kentucky has to make it to the Final Four or a tough loss in the Elite Eight, at least Elite Eight, but really a Final Four appearance, man. Or Kentucky is going to have to be in prep school for the NBA because they have more players coming in. Like I'm talking my head, Carter Knox, great player from OT coming in next year, and I can really see him being a one and done. So this year is the year for Kentucky, man. They have to get it done with the talented roster that they have, man. Second, there's a lot of pressure on a lot of the number one seeds, the Purdue, Houston, UNC, and more. And one more. I'm sorry, but I think the most pressure is on Houston this year. Is on Houston. I know a lot of people may think Purdue, but UConn's the other number one seed. I'm sorry, but I think with Houston being so good last year and losing to most people not picking or believing a Miami team would beat them, and they did, really hurt us. So it's like, do you want to bet Houston to win it all again? But it's like, it's tough, man. Like, are they going to fail us like they did last year? Last year they were 33-4 and lost in the Sweet 16, and this year they're 30-4. Same number one seed, dominant, crazy. Even I'll say a little bit better this year because they picked up their defense a lot more. And then they got the All-American Jamal Shea, I'm sorry, and like they had probably the best guards play in the country, and you want to pick them, man. You want to pick them, but it's tough. It's tough, man. So I think the most pressure is on them, kind of really to win it all, or at least to make it to the championship. I think it's a lot of pressure on them to win it all and to at least championship. I think Purdue is just pressure to make it far. I think Purdue should make it far. People, it's ways, and you can see ways to beat this Purdue team, but beating this Houston team has been tough. They've beat a lot of great teams, so they're the big favorite, man. I think they have the most pressure and the most, you know what I'm saying, on them. Like Houston got to get it done. UConn, they won it all. They won it all last year. UNC, you know what I'm saying. I think we're fine with UNC just being a great team. They've been great. They're great. Like I said, Houston. So most pressure, man, I believe is on Houston to get it done this year, man. Now, time we've all been waiting for. Who that? Trill Quack Bracket. Full bracket. Right here with y'all. Let's get it done. Let's get her done. All right. So we going UConn or Clemson. I'm going UConn. FIU or Northwestern. We going Northwestern. San Diego State or UAB. I'm going San Diego State. Auburn or Yale. We're going Auburn. They've been great all season. I love Boone. And BYU or Duquesne. I'm going BYU. Illinois or Morehead State. We're going Morehead State. And this is all the east side. First round. Iowa State or South Dakota State. Iowa State. UConn or Northwestern. UConn. San Diego State or Auburn. Auburn. BYU or Morehead State. Oh, I'm sorry. Illinois over Morehead State. BYU over Illinois. I'm going Illinois. And I missed one. Washington State over Drake. A lot of people has been taking Drake, but I like Washington State. We're going Washington State or Iowa State. Iowa State. UConn or Auburn. I love this Auburn team. I love them. But UConn has been so good and so great, man. So I'm going to have to lean I'm going UConn. Illinois or Iowa State. Give me Iowa State. Down to the South, where I think the winner of the conference is going to come from. Houston or Longwood. Houston. Nebraska or Texas A&M. Take the 9th seed. The 9th seed has a better overall record. It's 56-23 against the 8th seed. Always take the 9th seed. Going Texas A&M, and I love Texas A&M defense. James Madison or Wisconsin. I love this James Madison team, man. I'm taking the underdog in James Madison. Duke or Vermont. I'm going Duke. Texas Tech or NC State. I love DJ Burns and I love NC State. Give me NC State, SEC champs. Kentucky or Oakland. Kentucky. Florida or Colorado. This Colorado team plays great defense and they're alone, but they can't keep up with the scoring of Florida. Marquette or Western Kentucky. I really think this may be the biggest upset, but I can't take it. Give me Marquette. Second round. Houston or Texas A&M. Give me Houston. James Madison or Duke. I think Duke gets it done. Jeremy Roach and Flip, the veterans on their team, gets it done. NC State or Kentucky. I think it would be a tough one, but Kentucky scoring is too much for NC State. Florida or Marquette. This is an upset. I think Florida gets them. Marquette hasn't beat any big teams this season, and they play in the trash conference. And while Florida's in the SEC with great bump and great talent, and they have great guard play. Let's go down to the West. North Carolina or Wagner? North Carolina. Mississippi State or Michigan State? Always take the 9th seed, and I love the coach from Michigan State. Michigan State there. St. Mary's or Grand Canyon? People have been killing it, Grand Canyon. I'm going St. Mary's. Alabama or Charleston? Give me Bama. Both teams has great offense, but I think Alabama's play better competition, and they'll play better defense in this one. Clemson or New Mexico? This New Mexico team has been red hot, and they will continue it. New Mexico with the upset over the 6th seed Clemson. Baylor or Colgate? Give me Baylor. Dayton or Nevada? Everybody's been picking the Nevada 10th seed to win, and I'm going with them. Arizona or Long Beach? Give me Arizona. Round of 32 in the West. North Carolina or Michigan State? Give me North Carolina. St. Mary's or Alabama? Give me Bama, man. Their offense is too crazy. They put up 90 points a game. I think they're the only team that put up more points than Kentucky. New Mexico and Baylor. New Mexico, I'm round with them. Cinderella story to the Sweet 16. Nevada or Arizona? I think Caleb Love gets it done here. Arizona. North Carolina or Alabama? I think North Carolina gets them. Their defense will slow them down while Alabama doesn't play much defense. And North Carolina can still score with Armando Bacot, R.J. Davis, and the rest of them guys. New Mexico or Arizona, I think their run and luck runs out as Caleb Love takes them to the Elite Eight to attack on North Carolina. Now to the Midwest. Purdue or Grambling? Purdue, I don't think they get upsetted again this year. This Grambling team is scurry. They will compete, and I don't think it will be as blowout as people think. Utah State or TCU? This time I'm taking the 8th seed. I love the Utah State team. Gonzaga or McNeese? I'm going McNeese, man. I love this McNeese team. They're the best team at points off of turnovers. They don't turn the ball over themselves, and they've been hot, and they're a great team. And this Gonzaga team has been mediocre all year, beating up on trashy teams, and hasn't played anybody. Kansas or Sanford? I think Sanford is going to get Kansas. Kansas is banged up. They're missing one of their top scorers, so they're going to lean on players that haven't played much and at the worst time, which is March. So I'm taking Sanford, the 13th seed to upset 4th seed Kansas. South Carolina or Oregon? This Oregon team has been great, and their seed is terrible, and they don't deserve that. And I think they will come out hungry and aggressive because of that. Give me Creighton over Akron. Give me Colorado State to upset the 7th seed Texas. Give me Tennessee to beat St. Peter's. This St. Peter's is not the same team as last year. They're very younger and nowhere near as good of a shooters as they were last year. So don't take that. Purdue or Utah State? Give me Purdue. McNeese or Stanford? Give me McNeese to advance to the Sweet 16. Oregon or Creighton? This is tough. I love this Creighton team. Give me Creighton. 3rd seed. Colorado State or Tennessee? I think Tennessee defense and Dalton will kill them. Purdue or McNeese? I think this is McNeese run. Their Cinderella story is over and give me Purdue. Creighton or Tennessee? This one is tough. This one is very, very tough. I think Kincaid puts the team on his back and he advances. Okay. North Carolina or Arizona? Caleb Love revenge game. But I think UNC, R.J. Davis, and Armando Bacot and the rest of them boys, defense is too much for Arizona. Give me North Carolina. Purdue or Tennessee? 1 versus 2. Give me Purdue. I think Zach Edey and the boys gets it done this year. Now to the Final Four. I'm sorry, back at the top. UConn or Iowa State. I think UConn gets them. Duke or Houston. Houston gets them. They've been great all year. Duke has been up and down all year. Kentucky or Florida. I think Kentucky gets them. UConn or Iowa State. UConn. Houston or Kentucky. This one is tough. As a Kentucky fan, I want to hit Kentucky so bad, but I think Houston gets them. Final Four. Wow, I have one seed, all one seeds. I think it's because the one seeds are so much better than the rest of the seeds this year. It's going to be like that. UConn or North Carolina. Give me UConn. Houston or Purdue. Give me Houston. And to win it all in Arizona on April 8th, give me Houston Wildcats to win it all. That's my bracket. That's all my picks. I'm Trill, your favorite host. I keep it two things. True, real. Peace.